Yeah, ready? Yep. Well, if I have to describe the Red Sea and the Sudan with 3 words, I would say various, for sure, beautiful, for sure, and wild. It's simple, it's what it is.
Last year, when I visited, we had really good fishing, but personally I didn't catch a monster, so that's partly why I'm revisiting. But also, we hooked into some really big ones while jigging, and we figured that our equipment was way too light. So I'm bringing heavier gear, bigger reels, and yeah. The really heavy-duty armory is coming out.
Let the expedition begin. Now we have finally arrived here in Port Sudan. We're moving tomorrow to a reef called Preserve. So hopefully tomorrow, step by step, hope we have the good weather, we will reach those areas, and we will see what we will get. So.
Now we are here in Port Sudan. Since tonight the weather is not so nice, we will move tomorrow morning. And then my plan, when the weather will be better, is move by night, make a long night navigation, and reach this reef, go straight in the deepest south, close to the Eritrean border. That's a place where nobody fished. I just only have information from local, and it seems to be a crazy place. But there is no shelter, so it will be like kind of adventure to understand where we have to stay, make night drifting, and then we will move. Maybe after 1 week we will start to move closer to the coast and fish different type of environment. But this we will decide during the week in according with the weather condition. So my expectation is high.
So we're fishing quite a deep plateau now with some tops on it, more like a shallower reef, and it's ranging, I would say, between 20 and 3 meters maybe, and we're casting all around, covering as much of the area as possible. The fish can be either standing at the drop-off or very high up on the reef chasing smaller bait fish. Now we're close to a big wreck here. It's looking quite spectacular actually, and we heard rumors that it might be Swedish actually. So just cast on and hopefully we get a strike soon.
Strike?
Just got a strike from a really small barracuda here. Just get him out as quick as possible. There we have him. He's hooked really well, and there you go. Unhooked him himself. and you actually get a lot of these guys around here. And from a biology perspective, I think they're doing their thing, but they can be quite a nuisance as a fisherman since they cut off you really easily with their razor-sharp teeth. Take what I said about the teeth, so you don't want to mess with them. And they smell awful.
I started popper fishing when I was looking at YouTube a lot of movies in different kind of in the Pacific Ocean, in the Red Sea. I thought it was super exciting because I've seen the Swedish version about popper fishing for perch. I thought, why not try it in a bigger scale? Quite exciting, but after the first trip, I was like, shit, is this too much for me? But then I recognized every time I went to sport fishing for pike and perch, it didn't get the feeling of a big splash, big strike, the big lines, the higher PA ratings. It was too small for me.
Gimli. 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 Alla väntar på att du ska äta frukost. Ja.
We're fishing barbless, and I prefer singles, but for this bait the balance and the action gets a lot better with the treble in the front. But there's two reasons for fishing barbless. One, of course, is for the safety of the fish and the release of the fish, to make it more, what you should say, so you can release it easier and without too much damage. But the second one, and equally important, is actually for our safety, because if you hook yourself with one of these trebles, you're going to be in quite a lot of danger, because to remove one of these with trebles, you're quite far away from a decent hospital. So that's why I want to fish barbless.
Oh fuck! I think it was a red glass though.
That's right. Come on. Get it out, get it out, get it out. Nice.
Yeah, I was so surprised by the strike that, you know, it almost took me overboard. It was really lucky that it was still on. This must be the best fish so far in this one. Oh, this is the long one. Good. Yeah. Good.
Nice one.
GP, my friend. Yeah, this is one we've been fighting for. Yeah. Good. 1, 2, 3.
Nice one, you will take care.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. Boom! And as you see, the treble was hooked on a fin. That was what was why he was so heavy. Oh man. This guy broke the rod. Not because he was so big, of course he fought like a motherfucker, but he was also hooked on his side. So it really puts a lot of pressure on the rod, and as you saw, it broke. Well, this is a rod exploding day, huh?
Red Sea. He's been destroying your Red Sea.
Oh man. Broke the line, broke the rod.
Something more you want to destroy while you're at it?
Oh, you get a follower. Son of a bitch. Oh yeah, snapper. Lost.
Yes.
More. Shark. Let's make a double up. Figa is full of fish. Oh my god, he's full of fish.
No, fuck, it's a GT.
No,
It's a shark, my first.
Wait, with my glow.
Oh, jumping shit.
This is what happens when you go to a pristine place. Fuck, 3 casts, 3 fish.
My first shark, fully pristine waters. First fisherman's in this place. 3rd cast, black tip. And let's release it.
4. Un triple strike, figa, la tappa, il culo, il tempo. Cast again. Oh, dici.
Every time they give the catch the fish, triggerfish, GT, dogfish. But long time, 10 years ago, nothing the boat, lot of like this, no boat too much. Egyptian boat for diving, yes, Italian boat. The first time I see this time for purple, I don't know, suddenly for me, what can I do this, man, they catch it for fish. It's mean they catch for fish, many fish, big fish. Maybe 13 kilo, 35, like 14 sailing fish. It's a good time now to see every time they discover something new for fish. For me, it's good.
Yeah, we've been jigging here a lot. We threw some person stick baits around the reef. The spot was really good, but we had no action. Then we tried jigging, and I got a small GT and like a really small dogtooth tuna, and now Åke hooked something bigger. It might be a nice doggy or maybe a GT. Let's see. Oh, it's a doggy.
You can try and throw it.
So now we know that we have found a school of doggies, so let's see if we can catch the big one.
Guy hit it like there was no tomorrow. Amazing.
Yeah, yes, well done. The time of man has come to an end. Now is the time of the doggy. I think we're catching a lot of... Oh, this is better fish.
Big.
Yeah. Doggy?
Yeah, it was a doggy. But I think it cut the hook.
Kind of. Yeah, another one.
Oh my god! Oh no! It's off again!
Off?
Yeah, man.
No, we caught a lot of fish, but fish that we really wanted to put on the boat, we're still out there swimming, of course. The good thing is, when you're completely tired in the end of the day, and you don't want to do any more popping, then you go jigging, just to punish your body a little bit extra. Just to feel that you're alive.
One of my biggest mindsets for this trip was to catch a good specimen of a trophy fish. For me, a trophy fish is a fish that you can't catch always. It's not a fish that you can cast and cast, and maybe it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But for me, a trophy fish is, you have to take it in the unnatural way. So for me, a dogtooth tuna was the biggest dream, actually, before I came here to Sudan. But it was my biggest dream, and some dreams come true. Some dreams come true.
Oh, good. Jävlar. Oj. Kom igen. Wow. Kolla där.
Say hello to my little friend.
Åh, fy fan. Oj.
I got a follower on my stick bait. I lowered a stick bait for my friend Guillaume. I saw a good follower. I thought it was good from the beginning. Then I let the stick bait float a bit, and I got the strike. A great 30 plus maybe dog tooth on a stick bait with a baby stick rod. I'm happy. I'm tired. Woohoo!
Today we're fishing on the flats, fly fishing, and there's a variety of types of fishing you can do here. What I think is the most fun is the sight fishing, both for triggers and bigger, larger predatory fish. And here you can see anything, so it's important to always carry 2 rods. One lighter for trigger fish and one heavier for sight fishing, bluefin trevally, Napoleon wrasse, and you might even see a GT cruising really close in the flats.
Look, you can see the triggers chasing the bluefin. Look. Small bluefin trevally.
Well, Sudan is becoming a very popular destination for fly fishing because as we see during this week, the flats are full of triggerfish. The triggerfish is still not a really popular fish simply because there are no places like here where you can fish only for triggerfish. Like in Seychelles you can catch 1 a week if you are lucky, but here you can catch 5, 6 in one day, in a very good day. But in some day you can count 60, 80 trigger in a flat. So this keeps you busy all the day, and trigger are never easy. Sometimes they can be easy, aggressive, but sometimes they can be extremely spooky, or sometimes they just follow your fly and they don't take it, they can drive you mad. So that's why people enjoy so much this type of fishing.
And as you can see, this is why they call the triggerfish. I think the diving signs for it is like a pistol shooting.
While wading the flat, there are lots of trigger. I can say without any doubt that AGT, sight fishing on fly in a flat, is the ultimate catch that you can make in your life. It's really one of the best. Fishing that you can make in your life. It's really deserve even a fish per week, but it's worth.
GT! Line casting! In the flat! The current is pushing, so I had a blind cast after the bluefin, and the GT came straight from the coral. Come on! Nothing can beat it, nothing! Okay. Best catch that a fly fisherman can make in his life.
So earlier we had an incident. I caught a small GT, and our second fish was following it. So I saw it when it came close to the boat, and I asked Chris to cast his stick bait real fast, and he did. Connected immediately to the second fish. It was a doggy, and almost immediately a shark came up and took a big chunk out of the doggy. And this kind of things happens all the time here in Sudan. There are so many different kind of fish. The ecosystem seems extremely healthy, and they're all different species. And it's a blast fishing here, actually.
Yes, we hooked a good sized fish. Don't know yet what it is. Saw it in the surface, but couldn't decide what kind of fish it was. And now we pull it out a bit, and it's coming here. And it's a GT. It's not a major GT, but it still is a good start of the day. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look here. Whoa, GT. Kasta, kasta. Get there. Har du den? Ja. Bra. Exactly according to plan. Yeah. I got the first one, we saw a follower, and now Chris is hooked to the second guy that followed the first fish. Well done, Chris.
Oh no, 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 no.
Doggy.
It's doggy.
Fuck.
Actually, it's a really nice fish. The top water lure. Okay. Some parts of the doggy is missing. Okay, so I had a strike from a GT. It's a decent size, small GT. And there was a doggy following it, and Chris put another stick bait in there. And the doggy ate the stick bait, and then the shark ate the doggy. Goodbye. This is a no release, this is neither.
No, we're going to release it. Oh, wow. This is an unbelievable place to fish, actually. We're basically as far away from anything you can get inside the Red Sea. As far from the mainland and as far from any port or anything like this. For sure, this has never been fished by sport fishermen for popping or jigging before. And we just scratched a little bit on the surface, and we had a lot of good fish coming after, actually. We put a few nice fish on the boat, but as it often is, the really big ones has actually reefed us or come off the hook so far. But we have seen some serious fish, and we want to fish as long as we can today. Unfortunately, we have a lot of transport time here, but we're going to push it as far as we can.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Set the hook. Vamos.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. Thanks, Ronald. Yeah, we catch we had a triple strike here, but we only got two. Some small GTs here. Now we're gonna release them.
Oh, we got another one.
So. Yeah. Fuck. Was it? That's snapper, yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah, working in Sudan gives you the opportunity to see some incredible place. Like during these 2 weeks, we found some flat full of triggerfish, really full. But we side fish for snapper. We miss Napoleon, but I know there must be plenty of them In terms of environment quality, I think it's really few places can beat Sudan. Here, the nice thing, let's say, is not a place for popper fishermen that want to do his personal best. Okay, if you are in search of a 50 kilo GT, this is not your place. But also, let's say that 10 years ago, when I started GT fishing, a GT of 40 kilo was a beast. And almost every week here we hook fish of 40 kilo. So I can also say that it's good in terms of size. We have good size fish. But the nice thing about this place is the variety, because you are going on the reef and you can catch 6, 7, 8 different species of fish chasing GT, and in the middle or during your session of 6 days you can be connected with a very good GT. That is for me it's very good, because you stay busy, you catch different species, and you fish in a good environment. The barrier, it's really alive. If you make a snorkel with a Google, you can see hundreds of colorful fish. The coral is alive. There is still no coral bleaching in most of the places. So the place it's very well preserved from the human impact.
Something white, so something small. Maybe a small jeet. Yes, it's a small jeet.
No, it's Napoleon.
It's Napoleon!
Napoleon! Come on, man. Come on, good, nice, man. Very nice, man.
Very nice. This is the
man.
Thank you, Mahmoud.
Good.
This is the fish that we're looking for the whole trip. Actually, I've seen 2 on the flats.
Gus. Fishing.
Had good chance on them. This is a very unique catch. We don't see many, and to get them on top water is quite unusual here, actually. But this guy, he really took it. And I've been searching for him a lot of days on the flats with no success, casting a tailing Napoleon, and they've been very shy. But on poppers, it seems to work. Great catch.
We got into a nice reef here. We've been caughting a few of this size, and we're gonna continue the fishing here. We're just gonna release it, and look at this fork. Yeah, this is what happens in Sudan.
Whoa! Oh! Yes! This is what I waited for! Yes! Yes! Okay. This is what we want! Yes! Wow! And then... Wow! Keep it on my arm and hold it good. Really good. Hold on to it. Ah! Wow! My friend! What? It's here in my boat. Finally we fish. I've been trying to get for almost 2 weeks now.
Me king of the Red Sea.
My friend Mahmoud is definitely king of Red Sea. He always finds the big ones. This is what a GT, a serious GT looks like. 190 centimeter fork length. We're sending it back. 30 plus GT, going back into the Red Sea. See you next year. Yes! Äntligen! I missed 2 big strikes before on this trip, and the third one, actually I nailed it, and I got a really good fight. Mahmoud, very good boat handling, very excellent boat handling, and I'm really happy now. 119 centimeter fork length, yes.